Okay. Okay, introduce on my show now. This is a great interview because we have everyone from Door 13 joining me. Welcome to each and every one of you.
Thank
Thank,
you.
thank
Thanks for
you.
having
Thanks for
us.
having
Hello.
us. Hello.
Pleasure to be here.
Brilliant. And would you like to introduce yourselves on my show?
Yeah, my name is Alec. I am the guitar player for Door 13.
Mercedes
Brilliant.
here, lead vocals for Door 13.
I'm Gus. I'm the bass player for Door 13.
Cool.
I'm Bernal, and I'm the drummer for the same band. Everyone has mentioned.
Yeah. Nice to meet you all. Where are you based in the world right now?
We are all based in San Diego, California.
Oh, nice. That's a nice part of the world. Many songs been written about that place.
Very
Yeah,
true.
we should probably write one.
What's it like living over there?
It's pretty amazing. Obviously, we're in Southern California, so the weather is always for the most part beautiful. Today I think it's 75 degrees, so it's a beautiful day. So we all, some of us have lived here all our lives. Not me personally. I don't think Bernal has, but I know Mercedes and Gus have been here, most of their lives. So they could probably tell you a lot more about it, but I love it. I love San Diego.
Yeah. And
Yeah, Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Door 13. That's a great name for a band. How did you come up with the name and how long have you been together?
The Door 13 represents the door of transformation. So moving through different doors in our lives, opening, going through different things in our lives. And we came up with Door 13 because Door 13 was kind of the door that you never really want to enter, but you have that fear that comes up, and as you walk through it, you're facing your fears. So that is kind of the concept of Door 13.
And a bit like Room 101, possibly?
Sorry?
Like a Room 101. I think that was in a book where there was a room and people faced their fears. I think it was in 1984. Could it be along them,
Oh yeah.
them lines?
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Right. And yeah, how long have you been together as a group?
This particular group has been together for 3 months.
Oh,
But only because Bernal is our newest addition. He's been with us for a couple months, but creating music and being a band, just about 2 years, so not too long.
oh, was that after COVID then? Like, when the pandemic, when the world shut down?
Yes, the process of writing began actually during COVID, and not all of us were together as a band. But once COVID ended, maybe around early 2022, we Mercedes came on board and Gus came on board, and Door 13 was created. So about that time, yeah.
And according to well, I'll tell you the Spotify. You have a classic energetic rock with a modern hard-hitting edge of metal. Is that a fair summary of the sound you're trying to create?
I believe so. I believe so. Yeah, we do consider ourselves a hard rock band with a little metal edge in there. Yeah.
And what's the hard rock scene like over there in California? Is it still thriving?
Oh, yes, it absolutely is thriving. There are probably more hard rock and metal type bands that I could even mention right now. Some great original bands. We're so close to Los Angeles and Orange County that we've all been discovering these new, relatively new bands coming out. So I feel it's totally thriving. And something I'm hoping that gets out there to the world.
And then just touching on a few of your singles, let's go with Notre Dame. Was that influenced by French or France at all? Paris?
Yes, absolutely. I was fortunate enough to be there not very long after the cathedral burned down, and love Paris. And that was a sight to see. It was very devastating. I had been there a couple times before and in the cathedral, and it's one of the most beautiful Gothic cathedrals in the world. And the song is really my reaction to seeing the devastation from the cathedral. And then I realized that not only was I writing about the cathedral, I was writing about myself as well. It just has a lot of correlations of my personal life and going through rebuilding and restructuring and just trying to get through some heavy devastation.
Of course, yes. I wanted to move on to the next single as well, called Drowning.
Yeah, that is a song. It's a relationship song. It doesn't really sound like it very much, but it is a song. And all the songs that I write are very, very personal to me. So this was a story about being in a relationship that was very suffocating. That was like I felt like there was there just wasn't the understanding. I think it was like the relationship happened during COVID, and it it didn't work out because it was a long distance relationship. And so that kind of came about from that song. And yeah.
Amazing. And on to now, that's your new record.
Yeah, a new single just came out May 10th. So we've been trying to put out new songs every few months, just hitting it more singles versus putting out a full album, treating the songs very organically and very, very intimately with releasing singles and, writing them and releasing them and promoting them. And now is about staying in the present moment. It's very, an uplifting song, just trying to get everybody to come together. And people are going through hard times right now. And as we all kind of get through life, just staying in the present moment and not thinking about tomorrow and not thinking about yesterday.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for telling me about these few singles. Wanted to just go over to let's go to Gusto. How are you doing?
I am excellent. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, great. So I'm loving your t-shirt, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Great. What's it like being in door 13? Are you enjoying your time in the band?
Oh, absolutely, man. It's fantastic. I get to play with some incredibly talented musicians, and to be able to make music with really cool people is two parts of the three-part gig triangle. So I really think I'm in a really, really special place here. There's the music, the money, and the hang. Right now I've got two of those covered completely. So things are pretty good. I can't complain one bit.
That's good to hear during these times as well. What's it like performing on live on stage, the adrenaline and the buzz?
Oh man, it's incredible. I'm also a reggae bass player as well, and I tend to do a lot of that. So what I do in 3 hours is doesn't even compare to what I do in an hour with Door 13. The amount of energy that I put out with Door 13 in an hour is hard to explain, but I feel very fulfilled when I'm finished. It's a really, really good feeling.
That's good. Do you ever do like when you mentioned reggae music, do you ever do like crossover, like a bit of fusion?
Not necessarily. I may try to bring a little of the concepts to my bass lines, is in terms of maybe space, note length, things like that, but not necessarily trying to put the two together.
Yeah,
No, I'm more using the basic ideas and concepts around the feel kind of sense,
cool.
maybe.
And then what instruments can you play?
I'm a bass player, and a bass player, but I also play flute.
It is a crucial part of a band though, a bass player. You can never omit the bass player of a band. You need the bass
Hey,
player.
a good drummer makes a great bass player, and we've got a fantastic drummer, so
Yeah.
that just tells you where I am. So,
Yeah. One final question. Who are your favorite bass players of all time?
I'd say my biggest influences would have to be Steve Harris from Iron Maiden, Matt Freeman from when he was in the original Operation Ivy back before they became Rancid, and then I really like Flabba Holt on the reggae side. He's does some amazing stuff, so that's kind of where I'd say I'm at.
That's cool. And just thanks for chatting with me tonight. Want to make sure everyone gets a little chat. So, Bernal as well. How are we doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
Yeah, great. I'm not too bad. And how are you enjoying your time in Door 13 as well?
Man, it's been quite a ride because I had to, be learning the songs in a very, I would say, fair but small amount of time. So it's been a process of learning, enjoying, believing that I'm in this band, kind of, coming to terms with, hey, this is a real gig now that I'm playing with now. So it's been a lot going on actually, now that you're asking. But if I can, express how I feel, I would just go back to, was it 2 nights ago, our last gig, and it was just completely, it was just like a, playground for me. I enjoyed it a lot. It was very energetic, as just Gusta said. So it's kind of, I'm trying to put the parts together. So the learning part, it's kind of, um, I'm done with that already. I'm also like feeling part of the band as we move forward. You know, every practice, every interview, every gig, I feel like more part of this group. And then the enjoying part, it's been always there since the beginning. Even when I was just like a drummer in his garage learning the songs, using headphones, it was already very, very fulfilling. So yeah, I'm kind of like trying to put all of these pieces together and build my own cathedral, my own Gothic cathedral as a drummer to just stand there behind them, killing it, being strong and firm for them to feel just free to fly with their instruments and their voice. And so yeah, in short, it's been great, man. It's been crazy.
Yeah,
It's been
that's,
hard,
yeah,
but everything that's valuable, everything that has a value, it's hard to do. So this is one of those things that you need to put in effort because it's worth it.
yeah. That's cool. So you've got a brand new single now, do the rounds. Thanks for the little chat there, Bernal. Much appreciated. I just wanted to ask anything as a group you may like to say to your followers and fans, what's to come this later on in the year or beyond.
I think first and foremost, we'd like to say thank you to our fans, existing and then potentially new fans. It's a long, hard road for any artist. The creative part of it. There's so many creative people out there and creative musicians and bands. To make a song and get it out there is one thing, but to get people interested is a whole another job. So thank you is always in order for anybody who's listening to our music or even listening to this show.
Yeah.
But we have a bunch of singles that we've already, or songs we've already recorded. They're being mixed and mastered now, so we have a bit of a plan for the rest of this year. We would like to continue releasing music. So we'll probably have another 3 or 4 singles coming out between now and the end of the year, and then we have a few more ready to go for next year. So we'll keep doing that. Still keep building some awareness and a following, and hopefully our plan is to start branching out a bit, playing some live shows beyond our San Diego area, into LA, up and down the coast potentially, and then at various places throughout the states, with inevitably some overseas gigs, hopefully. So that's where we currently.
Yep.
I'm sure you'll get there. It's all stepping stones, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a marathon, right? It's not, nothing happens overnight, and as long as you keep pushing through and being creative and putting it out there, and perseverance, right? We need to keep our chin ups, because not every day is full of roses. Some days it's full of stuff we don't like.
Yeah, it's
You bet, sir.
it can be a tough world out there sometimes, but you've got to grab it by the horns while you can.
Exactly. You got to hold on. That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
easy. It's easier to let go than it is to hold on to those horns. You're right.
That's true.
Exactly.
Well, thank you very much, the whole of Door 13, Alec, Bernal, Gusto, Mercedes joining me on today's show. That's a cracking interview, as we English say.
Thank you. We had a good time.
Cracking interview. Thanks, man. Thanks,
You're
Danny.
welcome.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for your time.